right. Sound check. Yep, sounds like we're good. Perfect. Hello, hello. Welcome to Tuesday. Thank you for being here with us, Alice. Always. All right, we're going to get started in just a couple minutes here. And this is the first Tuesday of the month, so this one is open to all on YouTube Live. So thank you for being here. We do these every week, so if you do enjoy them, check out the link below for Patreon. It's just $3 a month to sign up for access to the weekly YouTube live stream. And tonight we are going to be focusing on hamstrings and quads. So if you have 2 blocks, we'll grab those and tuck them up towards the top. And a strap will also come in handy tonight. And if you don't have a strap, you can always use like a pair of leggings or a long sock. That will definitely work in its place. And I'm just going to tuck the strap by my side because we're going to use it while we are on the back, which is where we're going to start tonight. In less than a minute here. Perfect. All right. Well, let's get started. Welcome to Haunted Mat Yoga. My name is Rachel. Let's go find a comfortable spot on the back to get started this evening. I'll start with just a few full breaths here. Let the arms relax. And take a couple nice deep breaths. Starting to ground down into your mat this evening. Great, take 2 more breaths here. Great, finishing off that last breath, start to hug the knees in towards the chest. You can hold on to the shins here, and maybe taking some gentle side-to-side rocks, letting the low back work down into the mat. Great, start to slow those down, and we'll start to circle with the knees here. You can take these in together, or you can take an opposite, going wide, meeting in the middle. Just starting to get some movement and going through the hips. Great, still finding full breaths here. And let's go ahead and switch directions with your circles. Great, last 2. And last 1. We'll slow those to a stop. Relax the arms and take the legs up towards the sky. They don't have to be straight. Feel free to take a generous bend. We'll just take a couple circles through the ankles here. Oh, my ankles are so crackly tonight. Great, opposite direction. For 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Releasing the feet to plant. Great. Let's keep that left foot planted, and we'll start to work into the hamstrings. Hug the right knee in to take the hands just behind the back of the thigh here. Great. Try to lengthen out through the top of the right ankle here, so we're pointing through the toe. And we'll start to extend that leg just until you start to feel a stretch through the hamstring. And then flex the foot, re-bending into the knee. Awesome. Inhaling to point, extend, exhale, flex, and contract. We're gonna do 10 total here. Inhale, point, extend. Exhale, flex, contract. Great, keep moving with the breath. And remember, we're just extending until you start to feel a stretch. The flex is gonna gently intensify that. And then rebending. Last 5. Last 4. Great, 3. 2. And the last full one. Great, let's point and extend one more time and we'll pause here. Great, take a couple full breaths. Maybe finding a little more softness and more space with each exhale. Great, start to rebend into that knee. And let's grab up our strap or leggings or socks or whatever we're gonna use in place of that there. You do a kneel, you're scamping around behind me. And we'll take that strap just around the bottom of the right foot. We're gonna re-extend through that leg once more, just as much as you're comfortable. Awesome. You can take the strap into the right hand. You could also hold on with both hands here if that feels better. We're gonna do some PNF stretching. So we're gonna contract and then relax. So with just the loose grip on the strap here, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Great, now start to kick into that strap like that right foot is trying to drive away from you. Feel the back of the leg start to activate for 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Maybe the leg comes a little closer. We're gonna do 2 more like that. When you're ready, start to kick into that strap, contracting. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a breath, and then we'll do 1 more. All right, when you're ready, start to contract, push that leg away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Great, we'll take 3 more breaths here. Great, last round of breath. All right, start to soften, letting that right leg start to draw away, and extend the left leg out long. And gently bend into the right knee so we can take that strap out of there, and we'll take that right knee all the way across body towards the left to find a supine twist. Thinking about shoulders relaxing down towards the mat here. And you can always use one of your blocks to support the right leg. Great, take 3 more breaths to sink into this twist. Great, slowly taking that back to center and bring both feet up to plant. We're gonna move that into the other side. So tug the left knee in, taking the hands just behind the back of the leg. Finding a point through that toe, so try to lengthen out through the top of the ankle. And with an inhale, starting to extend that leg just until you find that stretch through the hamstring. Flex the foot, exhale, contract it back in. Nice. Inhale, points, extends. Exhale, flex, contract. We got 10 on this side, so we're going to do 8 more here. Moving with your breath. Pausing just for a moment in that extend. We've got 6. And 5. 4. Last 3. Feel that gentle stretch when you start to flex. It'll intensify through the back of the leg. Last 2. And last 1. Great. Point and extend one more time. We'll take just a couple breaths here. We're really using those exhales to let the body relax. Maybe you'll find a little more space. All right, start to rebend into that knee, and let's grab onto our strap, take it around the bottom of the left foot. You can hold with just the left hand or both hands, and we'll re-extend that leg up towards the sky. You can take a flex or a point through the foot here, whatever feels better for you. And we're gonna start to move into our PNF stretching, finding an active contraction and then release here. So when you're ready, let's take just a full breath here to set up. Breath in and breath out. Start to kick into that strap like you're trying to kick it away towards the other side of the room for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a full breath, and we're going to do 2 more for 5 counts this time. Right when you're ready, we'll start to kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 1 breath. And then we got 1 more when you're ready. Start to kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Great. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. A really nice deep exhale. All right, let's gently start to rebend into that leg so we can pop the strap off, extend the right leg out long. We'll take the left knee across body towards the right to find a supine twist here. Try to keep the shoulders anchoring down towards the mat. I like to take my arms out to a T or to a goalpost shape. But yours can relax wherever you'd like here. We've got 3 more breaths in this twist. Great, let's start to roll that back to center. And give the knees a hug in. And let's take it up to a seat. And come up to a crisscross applesauce. Sitting up nice and tall here. We'll take just a couple cat-cows for the spine. Inhale, reach the heart forward, draw the shoulder blades together down the back. Exhale, round away, contracting chin to chest. Great, take just a couple more here. Moving with the breath. Great, and the next time you're rounded away, we'll pause there. Let the hands come behind to uncross the legs, tuck them off to one side, and we'll take it forward to a tabletop position. Coming to find all fours, hands and knees, stacking the wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Let's give the right toes a tuck and start to extend back through that leg, and starting to shift forward and back here. Getting a little stretch through the calf as well as the wrists as you find that shift forward. Great, we're just gonna go here for 3, 2, and 1. Slow that to a stop, inhaling to lift that right leg up. And exhale, pull knee to nose, step through low lunge. You can grab blocks up under the hands here. I definitely recommend having blocks under the hands for this one. Tucking the tailbone and sending the hips down, open up through the hip flexor. And with an exhale, pull that back hamstring stretch, lengthening out the right leg, flexing into the foot. Awesome, let's inhale that forward. And exhale it back. I'm gonna take one more of these vinyasa, inhaling forward. And exhaling back, pausing in the hamstring stretch here. We're gonna find a little movement within this shape here. So let's walk the blocks right up by the sides so we can lengthen out through the spine. Start to point through the toes and push the blocks away, rounding like your cat-cow. With an inhale, flex the foot and open the heart forward, finding the opposite. Nice. Inhale, exhale, point and round. Inhale, flex and open. Awesome, feel that stretch through the back of the legs when you flex. Point and round. Flex and open. Nice. Let's try about 3 more like that. Great, last 2. And last one. We're gonna pause in that flex and open. You can stay still here, or we can take some windshield wipers with this right foot, gently bringing the outer and inner arch towards the ground. They don't have to come all the way down. Try to keep that strong flex. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Recenter that foot, shift it forward to a lunge. Awesome. Give the back toes a tuck to lift the knee and take a gentle step in to find a pyramid. So lengthening through the legs, lengthening through the spine here. Almost like you're in your halfway lift. Nice length through that spinal column. And you can stay still here, or we can take some gentle rocks forward and back, shifting forward to lift the heels, shifting back to lift the toes. So either stillness or these little rocks for just a couple breaths. Great, try to keep that length through the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Great, let's take a step back with that left leg now to sink the hips back down, lower the knee, but we'll take both hands to the inside of the right leg, so walk that right foot out a little wider to find a lizard lunge now. Sending the hips down here. Now you can choose if you want to go for stay in this lunge or if you want to go for a quad stretch, where we'll start to squeeze that back heel in. Same hand or opposite hand can reach back for that foot. You could also use your strap here to loop around. I don't really like the strap for that one personally, but I do like my blocks for this one by taking the block just underneath the right butt cheek and then taking that quad stretch. So then I'm not as worried about the balance here because that block is helping to stabilize. And just drawing it in as much as you feel comfortable. Maybe we're just gonna take 2 more breaths here, wherever you are, whether you're in your lunge or your quad stretch. I know quad stretching kind of sucks. All right, start to let that go. And we'll just push the hips back to step all the way back to tabletop. So we're gonna do all that on the other side now. So let's tuck the left toes, extend back, and start with those little shifts forward and back. Great, we won't take too long with these shifts. Just 3, 2, and 1. Great, slowing to a stop with an inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, steps the foot between the hands, starting with our normal lunge, grabbing those blocks, rising up. Tuck the tailbone, send the hips down, opening up through the hip flexor. And exhale, pull that back hamstring stretch, lengthening through the left leg, flexing. Nice. Just a couple forward and back here, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Awesome, take one more, forward, and back. This time pausing in your hamstring stretch, walking the blocks by the sides here, and we'll start to add our cat-cow point flex movements into this shape. Start to point through the toe, lengthening out the top of the ankle, push the ground away, contracting. And then with an inhale, flex the foot, try to reach the heart forward. Nice. Exhaling to point and round. Inhaling to flex and open. Let's take just a few more here. These are really nice if you feel like you're taking your half split a lot and you're not really getting anywhere in the hamstrings. Adding this little active movement will help unlock those a little bit more. Let's take one more. And then next time the foot is flexed, we'll pause there. You can remain still here, or we'll add that little windshield wiper with the foot action in, keeping that strong flex, bringing outer and inner arch towards the ground. They do not have to come down. Maintain that flex. Try not to let the spine round here. Keep it nice and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Recenter that foot. We'll start to shift it forward to a lunge, tucking the back toe to lift the knee, and take a step into a pyramid so we can lengthen through the legs, lengthen through the spine. I like to take my blocks a little bit more forward here. Great. You can remain still here, or we can add those little rocks like we did on the other side, shifting forward to lift the heels, back to lift the toes. You can adjust your blocks and the distance of your stance as much as you need here, taking the feet further back or closer together. Great, just a couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, meeting back in that pyramid. Let's take a rebend into that front leg so we can step that left or right leg back again, lower the knee, and walk that left foot out to take both hands to the inside of the leg here, lizard lunge. Setting up for our quad stretch here. If you choose to take it, you can always just stay in your lunge and open up the hips more. But if you want your quad stretch, you have the option to use your strapper on the foot. Do what I did on the other side, taking your block underneath the left butt cheek to stabilize the hips. And then you're reaching back with same or opposite hand for that back foot. A lot of times when you go for your quad stretch, the hips are going to want to pike backwards. The block is really helpful in my opinion for stabilizing the hips in one place. But I really do recommend a cork block because a foam one might feel quite unsteady to rest on. Great, so take a couple more breaths here. Great, take one more full round. Breath in. And breath out. Awesome. Start to let that leg go if you've got it. And we'll start to push into the blocks to shift the hips back and step it back to a tabletop. Great, let's tuck those blocks off to the side. We are done with them for now. And take a shift forward, lower it all the way down to the ground. Great, sliding the hands under the shoulders. With an inhale, gently peel the heart up, baby cobra. And bring the forearms down for a Sphinx pose. So reaching the heart forward here. Hips are pressing down into the ground, trying to lengthen out through the low back, tucking the tailbone. Awesome. And we're going to take another quad stretch here, but you can always stay in your Sphinx if you don't want to go for the quad stretch. You can also find some gentle half circles through the neck if you wanted an alternate movement here. But I'm going to take this left forearm and bring it parallel to the short edge of the mat here. So I can start to turn towards the right and start to bend into the right knee. This right hip could even lift up off the mat so you can grab for that right foot with the right hand. Awesome. Starting to gently shift back to bring that hip back towards the ground and be drawing that leg in a little closer to find that stretch through the quad. Thinking about tucking the tailbone here because the hips are going to want to pike back if the quads are really tight. This is another one that you could use your strap for to loop around that right foot. So we're just going to take 2 breaths. Awesome, and then we'll let that go. Let's take that over to the other side. A right forearm comes down parallel to short edge and start to roll over onto the right hip. So we can bend into the left knee, taking hand or strap to the foot. I like to take it to the inner arch and then trying to turn the left hip back down towards the ground and drawing that leg in just a little more. Just as much as feels comfortable and safe for your knees and quads. Great, you're just going to find 2 more full breaths here. Great, start to let that go. Taking the hands back under the shoulder, taking the forearms back to our Sphinx under the shoulders. Let's take a gentle neck roll here. Right ear to shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to shoulder. Find just a couple slow half circles. And then slowly pick the head back to center. Let's relax the hands down towards the mat, tuck the toes, push it back up to a tabletop. And we're going to take it all the way back to a downward facing dog here. Pike the hips up and back, bending the knees to lengthen out the spine. Maybe taking a couple pedals out through the feet. Seeing how the hamstrings feel after those releases. Great, we're just going to take one more stretch here before we finish up tonight. So start to find some stillness in your down dog. And with an inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend into the knees, push the chest back towards the thighs here, compressing. Take a breath in. Exhale starts to re-extend through the legs. Maybe the heels come a little closer to the ground. Let's do that just one more time. Inhaling high. Exhale, bend, push back. Hold breath in. Exhale, re-extend. Nice. Take one more full breath. And then relax the knees down to a tabletop. Let's push it back to a kneeling shape. Kneeling or crisscross applesauce if this doesn't feel good for your knees. Let the hands relax. And let's take 5 full breaths here. Softening the gaze and relaxing the shoulders. Moving whenever you're ready. Give the eyes a blink open. And thank you for being here tonight. If you enjoyed this, please do check out the link below in the description for Patreon, where we do multiple live classes per week. There's options for as little as $3 to join our weekly Gateway to Yoga live stream. And there's options for just the recorded classes of all the classes for $8, and then $12.50 to access Pilates and our special classes, which we have one tomorrow. We're doing a yin yang, which will be really nice. You're very welcome. Yeah, my hamstrings feel excellent now. I'm really liking those active releases and the movement within the half split. Awesome. Well, that is all for tonight. Probably gonna stretch my splits out now that my hamstrings are all nice and warm and call it a night. Dexter, come here. Come say hello to everybody. Come on. He's walking over so hesitantly. I do not want to be a prop for your silly things, Mother. Oh, Dexter, I have a great idea for our thumbnail here. I'm split the wrong way. Yay! There we go. Thank you, Linda and Leanne. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.